Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. One of my favorite, if not my favorite character on the show, Maurice, it ain't looking too good. Based on the conversation in the last episode between Maurice and Sabrina before Sabrina went home at the end of her shift, she's my favorite of the main cast, but I don't like her demeanor in regards to her interactions with Calvin because you're pretty much treating him like an experiment or a guinea pig instead of just being mature and having the conversation with him. Like, if you're still questioning his sexuality, then maybe he's not the one for you, regardless as to him being I mean, at the end of the day, Calvin is who Calvin is, like he's confident and aware of who he is, and you're pretty much trying to mold him into the kind of man you want him to be. So I'll never forget that one line where it's like, look at your nails, like, and your toes, they look better than mine. So I'll never forget that line for some reason. That just stuck out to me because I found it funny. But so what was it? In the previous episode, she gave Maurice's number to Alonzo as a joke. And then it turns out he got contacted by Alonzo. They talked. Seems like they have a lot in common. And, he's flirting with him despite the fact Alonzo, according to Sabrina, mentioned having a wife. And Maurice kept bringing something up about the queens or something like that. And then in the preview for the next episode, we see Maurice, in a certain attire, and Alonzo's out there, and the question is, he's like, at first I didn't think you were going to come up here or something like that, and he's like, what, you think I would stand you up? So, let me put it this way. The preview doesn't have me concerned about what's going to happen to Maurice, but the conversation between Sabrina and Maurice had me concerned because typically when characters have conversations like that, it leads you to think that something's going to happen to somebody. It's like, make sure you call me when you get home. It might be 4:00 in the morning or something like that, and I might have to have trouble reaching over my phone. So just like the atmosphere of that scene between Maurice and Sabrina leads me to believe something's going to happen to Maurice. That'll be a weird police report. Man found in drag, left for dead in the middle of the street. Like, I don't know. I don't trust that dude, Alonzo. I don't trust him. But we only have about 8 more episodes left, and we already had a couple deaths already. Well, actually, what was it? Aaron's wife, and was that the only death in this show? Or am I forgetting someone? I think that's it, as far as I can tell. So, I don't know. It really reminds me of Ambitions, where Evan and Senior had that conversation and in his office, and they were playing chess, and he talked about make sure you take care of all your children, referencing Joaquin. And then next thing you know, it's like the atmosphere, the demeanor, the dialogue, the lighting. Yeah. For Sistas, it kind of felt the same, but once again, just the repetitive dialogue was a bit, are we really doing this again? It's like, come on, be careful. It was a joke, Maurice. It's like, I can tell when a man's flirting with me. Yeah, it would kind of suck if he died, but, it's plot reasons. So, do I think something's going to happen to Maurice? Probably. Do I want something to happen to Maurice? No, he's literally my favorite character on the show. But, for the sake of drama, we got to keep the story moving in some way, especially when it comes to character development. So, heaven forbid if something happens to Maurice, good Lord, Sabrina's going to feel like trash. I mean, she feels bad enough as it is when it comes to Calvin, but when it comes to Maurice, it wasn't her fault, but she will definitely feel like she knocked over the first domino by giving Maurice's number to Alonzo, leading to what happened, even though she tried to warn him multiple times. So, I mean, then again, it makes sense given the fact that she sees the danger of what happened with Andy messing around with somebody who was married, and then, Karen being involved with somebody who was married but then got divorced. So with Maurice is obviously a potential situation where Alonzo may be married to a woman, but then you're also interacting with a straight guy who's somewhat showing interest in a gay man. I don't know. There's so many different avenues, but either way, if it's for the sake of developing Sabrina's character, then something bad will have to happen to Maurice. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, because guess what? We've already hit 100,000 subscribers, but that doesn't mean there isn't room for more. And on top of that, links to all my social media are in the description box below. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, various Facebook groups by that matter. And if you would like to donate to the channel saying, hey man, I like what you do here on YouTube, here's a couple bucks. Keep the lights on, keep up the good work. Or if you want to follow me on Patreon, become a patron, different tiers, more exclusive content will be worked on this week. So I am excited for that. I'm going to relaunch Patreon with a lot of new stuff. Not Tyler Perry affiliate. This will be just fun topics and all that I don't discuss here on YouTube. That's why I'm doing a crap ton of videos now. So next week, I can really get the ball rolling on that. Link to my eBay store. There is nothing in there at the moment. It is February 29th, but I do plan on spending tomorrow and Monday listing a bunch of items because guess what? Got my car set up in terms of like my new set of tires, the parts for my car locks, but that cost almost $800, so that set me back by a lot. So trying to get some money in my bank account because who doesn't need that? And once again, if you have any comments involving, hey, could you do a video on this, or this? Feel free to leave them below. But I have about 18 videos on my list. I've recorded 5 so far. And I might actually already have recorded and posted a video that you might suggest by the time this video comes up. Who knows? You might surprise me. So thanks so much for tuning in, and let me know what you think might happen to Maurice.